Hi, and welcome back to Science with Miss Wardell. So today we're on page 376. This is page 376, and we're talking about water moves all around the world. So we've started this new section where we're talking about the water, climate, weather. And so on page 376 today, we're going to read a little bit about how water moves around. Alright, so how water moves around. Make sure that you're on page 376. This is, if you were in a spaceship looking down at Earth, you would see that most of Earth is covered by water. We can see that. That's also why we're called the blue and green planet, right? So as we read, find and underline 2 examples of fresh water. Almost all water on Earth is in the ocean. Ocean's water is salt water, which contains salt, and of course, it's too salty for us to drink. However, many life forms live in salt water. Only a tiny part of Earth's water is fresh water, and fresh water has very little salt in it. We need fresh water to drink, and many plants and animals need fresh water too. Rivers and lakes contain fresh water, but most of Earth's fresh water is frozen. It's frozen. So, looking down here, it says ocean water. Water is needed for life. About 3/4 of Earth is covered by water in the oceans. So, as you read, did you hear any 2 examples of fresh water? Did you? I heard 2. I heard them talk about rivers and lakes. Rivers and lakes. So keep that in mind. Icebergs in an ocean. So icebergs are made of fresh water. Most of Earth's fresh water is frozen in glaciers at the South Pole. And that's why it's important to conserve the fresh water that is not frozen. Waterfalls. Fresh water flows in this waterfall, and much of Earth's fresh water is above ground, but some fresh water is underground. So we have things called water tables that are underground. A lake. This lake contains fresh water, and lakes provide drinking water to many animals. Most plants need fresh water, and many kinds of fish, frogs, snails, and other animals live in and around the fresh water. So think about this. Only 3 out of every 100 liters of water on Earth is fresh water. What fraction of Earth's water is fresh water? So we've talked a lot about fractions. Every 3 out of 100 liters. We'll talk more about that one later, and I can't wait to see what you put. Goodbye.